What is a potential strike zone area, and what is the key characteristic for fishing it? Is that one a tough one, or is that a slam dunk? Good morning, guys and girls. Reading from our Catch a Better Life book, our daily devotional. We post this devotional every single morning at 5 a.m. Central Time. It's got a scripture, a word from the Bible. It's got a devotional every day built around fishing and a fishing tip for every day. So you will catch a better life by reading this book. You can buy this copy of this book from jimmyhouston.com. All the Bass Pro Shop stores, Hobby Lobbies, all of those, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, quite a few different places. And you can read along with me as we read this every single morning. We'll be doing it all this year, every single day. This is Easter Sunday. This is Easter Sunday. So, you regular church goers, you better go early this morning. You better go early to get your regular seat, because this is the day that more Americans, maybe more people around the entire world, I don't know about the rest of the countries, will go to church. 2 days are the top 2 days. I think Christmas may be number one, or Easter, but one is number one is runner-up. The two heaviest attended church days of the entire year, this is one of them. We're reading from 2 Thessalonians 3:13. As for you, brethren, do not grow weary in doing good. Do not grow weary in doing good. Irrespective of how the results might be of you doing good, keep on doing good. Here's what I wrote about that. To become a really good fisherman, you'll need to get good with all the tools of fishing. Casting and spinning reels, your electronics, your trolling motor. You need to get good with all your lures and at tying all the knots that's available. It's quite a bit to learn and become skilled with. It's easy with the equipment you love and to use, like a certain lure or a certain technique or a certain reel. But it's much more difficult learning something that you don't like. Learning something you don't like. Like for me, I don't like Carolina rig fishing. It's a great technique. A lot of you, it's your favorite way to fish. I don't like it. To me, it's as close as you can come to not going bass fishing. As close as you could come to not going bass fishing. Dragging that weight on the bottom out there with that little worm or lizard or whatever back behind it. But it's a great technique, and I had to learn that technique because there was times when I needed in tournament fishing. To be successful in fishing, you can't grow weary, you can't give up. I mentioned one time it was so hard for me to learn to throw a casting reel. I picked out a bazillion backlashes. I count them up. That's a lot of them. That's a lot of them. In today's verse, Paul was telling the church of Thessalonica to continue their ministry of giving, even though some people on the receiving end had quit working and simply lived by taking handouts and charity. Oh my. Does that sound like America today? Does that sound maybe like the world today? Just think of how many billions we send to so many countries around the world every single year. Most of them don't even like us, and a lot of them certainly don't even thank us for us, and they just take the money and don't worry about it. Although that may still be the case today, many people are in true need, and they benefit greatly from our generosity. A lot of people really benefit from our generosity. So, don't stop giving or doing good. Never get tired of helping other people. Irrespective of whether you get a thank you, irrespective of whether you get a pat on the back or an attaboy, you keep on helping people. God will reward you. Never get weary of helping people. God will continue to help you. You can't outgive God. The more you give in helping other people, the more God's going to give to you. There's just absolutely no doubt about it. So, don't grow weary. Don't grow weary of doing good. Here's our tip for today. Keep your lure in a potential strike zone area. And what is a strike zone area? Strike zone area is that area that you got to get your bait into in order for the fish to bite it. Sometimes you got to get it within a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 inch area. I mean, really close. The bass won't hardly move. He's got to be right there so he can suck it in. Other times, a strike zone of a bass might be 8 or 10 feet. I've been catching a lot of fish this month on a red man spinnerbait, and I've seen some of them here lately in the last couple of weeks that I'll be cranking that spinnerbait up on top of the water, leaving a little wake with it, and I see a wake coming, a big wake, coming at that bait from 8, 10, 12, 15 foot away, and that bass comes and grabs it. That's a fish that's got a real big strike zone. A potential strike zone is those spots where you feel like you have a great chance to get a bite, So those spots that you think it's got a really good chance, maybe where a limb comes out of a log, or maybe right at the very end of a log, or maybe where a log is going down off the bank and where it meets the water, maybe the corner of a boat dock, maybe the center of a bush where you got a little V or something there, you can come right through it. All of those type spots, that's a really good place. It looks like there might be one there. That would be a potential strike zone area. And here's the deal. As the tip says, keep your lure in a potential strike zone area as long as possible. Be patient in those fish catching spots. So we can define a potential strike zone area easily as a fish catching spot. And if you're fishing spinnerbait, that doesn't mean you drop it down to the bottom and drag it along the bottom. That means as you bring it up to that potential strike zone area, you slow your retrieve down, fish it as slow as you can through that area. If you're flipping and pitching, you might want to soak it just an extra second or two in a potential strike zone area. Those areas that look like a good fish catching spot. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. Easter Sunday, I know a lot of you will be taking the family out for Easter dinner. A lot of you will be hiding and hunting Easter eggs. Pretty cool deal. I can hide my own Easter eggs now and still have a difficult time finding them. Hey, whoa, don't laugh at me. Some of y'all have that same problem. But anyway, it's a great Easter Sunday, the day that we celebrate when Jesus Christ rose from the dead to give us, you and me, victory over death, and guarantee that we also will rise again and join him in heaven in glory. Oh, what a great God we serve. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a super day. Remember, I sure do love you.